Hey there, since this is gonna be a quick toy review and I don't want to interrupt it later, if after watching this video you want to check this RC tank out, the link and the disclaimer is in the description down below. And now, please enjoy your video. Hi, today I want to show you this remote control toy tank, and this rack crawler truck is in 1:12 scale ratio. So here is how the box looks. Now when you open the box, of course you have the tank itself, which I'm gonna come back to it shortly. Then you have this little plastic water bottle, and you will need that to fill up the tank so you will produce water vapor. Next there is the instructions and some other documents. Then you have the rechargeable battery, and by the way this is an extra battery because one is already in the tank, although you have to connect it. So that's great because that will allow for extra playtime since this tank is running only on one battery. And you also have two USB chargers, one for each battery, which is really cool. And finally you have the remote controller. Keep in mind though, this controller requires 3 AA batteries. However, the batteries are not included though. Now as far as this tank vehicle goes, it looks really good actually. It definitely has some weight to it too. And it has the tough sturdy look, which is really nice. Also this tank truck has really good suspension on the side, so that should definitely help it to drive on some rough terrain and etc, which I'm gonna test shortly obviously. Also both doors in this tank open up too, which is a nice little feature. So now when the battery is charged, you connect it to the plug in the tank, then close that little door, and then on top of the tank you can remove this little plastic tank and put little bit of water to that compartment and close the tank. Now when you put the controller and this toy tank on, first you can see that this tank has some lights on the back, and there is also the vapor coming, which is really cool, and there is also lights in the front too. Now this tank moves relatively quickly. It is definitely a lot of fun. And what's also kind of cool about it is that it can turn in the same place without actually moving forward or backwards. But even if you put it to little more extreme tasks, like for example jumping from this curb, this tank does it with ease. Same thing if one of the sides of the tank is on the low curb and the other one is on the flat pavement, it still moves. And even if you try to climb on some small curb, this tank has really no issues doing it. So even though we didn't go to the park, but I know for sure that if you play it in the grass or you want to make this tank climb on some dirt or something like that, I think that wouldn't be a problem either. And also when you try to turn this tank around, it actually turns very quickly too. So this is a really good quality toy tank, and it's definitely sturdy and durable. And because this toy tank could be played in rough terrains, I think it makes it really a lot of fun. And even though this is not a cheap toy by any means, but because of the quality, I think this is still a great buy. So thank you for watching. If you want to check some other of my quick toy reviews, click one of these videos on the screen and maybe I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!